Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just blood too. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready? Right.
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay. We're doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I've been gone. I'm back, though, ladies and gents. First stream of the week, last stream of the week. Hit the thumbs up. Share, hit the, we're on X, so you got to hit the heart. Retweet or repost, whatever you want to, you know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you got to go follow MGBX. That's who's hosting this stream. Or I'm hosting the stream. It's on their platform, MGBX Global _. Go check them out right now, ladies and gents. Up and coming exchange. Been rocking with them for about a month now. They've been making improvements. I see they made some updates on the UX. They got some new ones coming out next week. I'm excited. Hope you guys are as well. But, man, this has been a crazy week. Even though I haven't been streaming, I've definitely been trading behind the scenes. And, of course, with the help of Bloodalytics. Got to go check out bloodalytics.com. Round of applause for that. Bloodalytics.com. Check that out. I'll put a link under this stream or in the chat room. Actually, I'll be able to do it there as well. Your vein to market gains, bloodalytics.com. You guys need assistance or an additional edge to your trading strategy. Check out the various Scalpalytics platforms or packages I have available. We got the Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's the most popular one. SUI XRP. And then you got the Solana BNB scalping signals. And of course, we can't forget the Moonalytics, the lunar cycle signal, which is more of a swing trading. If you were into more not so fast pace, neck breaking pace, you want to slow it down a little bit. You're a little geriatric with it. This is what you need to set up with. All right, Moonalytics right there on bloodalytics.com. Listen, today we got a special guest coming in today. This guy, I told you guys last week, as you can see, is no secret now, but Alex0 will be joining us very soon. Very, very good trader, man, guys. When I tell you he's got a knack for it, he started trading maybe 2 years ago, and I would have him on my stream, and actually I met him through, I think it was Around the Blockchain on the BitBoy network, and man, I just was listening to him, and I'm like, man, I'm listening to what he's got to say. I'm like, this guy actually knows what he's doing. He really knows what he's doing. He's got some skills, and he is doing his thing. He is blowing up. We're going to get the TA from him this week. I'm just going to talk macro, why we're at $94,000, $96,000 Bitcoin, where we're going from here. I've predicted this. I told you guys, and honestly, the bloodshedding is not over. And I'll explain why in a second, but the bloodshed is not over. So you need to protect your neck and do something about it. All right. Be proactive with your accounts, with your portfolio. Don't just let it sit there and hodl and you don't have any dry powder to at least dollar cost average in at a lower price. You don't want to be in that position. Again, go follow Alex0. You see it on the screen. Great trader. He's streaming on YouTube. I think he streams. We'll have to ask him if he streams on X. I don't know if he streams multicast on X, but definitely on YouTube. Just type in Alex0. And we can't forget MGBX _global, their main account where we're streaming from right now. Ladies and gents, let's go. Now, first, I want to go over and just zoom out a little bit. Again, I know I've been out of the studio this week, but I want to zoom out and kind of give you my assessment of things, where we are, where we're headed. And the first thing I got to say is it's a little concerning where we are right now in the crypto markets. NASDAQ was down slightly today. Dow Jones down 0.5%, just a little bit above 0.5% down. But NASDAQ was up. Even though it was up only a little bit, it was up. And I saw this the other day as well, where we had the NASDAQ going up, but we had Bitcoin in the crypto markets going down. Bitcoin down 3.58% today. Oh, Lord. 3.58%, up just over 3.5%. It got pummeled. Ether, not so much. Only down 0.5%. Solana down 1%, but down, to say the least. So the correlation is starting to decouple a little bit, guys. A little bit. The correlation is normally around 0.8% coefficient. Correlation coefficient, 0.8%, which is about an 80% correlation with the NASDAQ. We're seeing a shift in tides, and this is a little concerning for me, and we're going to go into this a little bit more. First, let's take a look at the macro chart. All right, let me pull up the macro chart, and we can look at this. Is my favorite chart I have saved, guys. You guys know I go over this every live stream. Okay, what do we have here? So we got the run back up to the Trump top, but a clear rejection. Clear rejection. The rejection was so clear, it was to the T. Look at that. I'm going to zoom all the way in. This wick, I didn't even move this green line. This wick got to the T right there at the Trump top. That Trump top is, well, not actually Trump top. This is, what is this line I have here drawn? This is actually a support or resistance line I drew earlier in the week. So we didn't even make it to Trump top. But this support or resistance line, we did make it to and got rejected at. Never even made it to the Trump top, which would have been 109. Okay. This is highly concerning that we could not get back to the Trump top, even though if we got there, I thought we would get rejected at the Trump top anyway. But the rollover has been severe. And this type of sell-off, guys, looks like a bigger player or players, plural, unwinding a little bit here. There's some unwinding going on. We'll take a look at what Marathon Digital, one of the bigger mining companies, what they did. I talked about this last week, what they did, but we got to go it again. Because some player or players in the market, in my opinion, just looking at price action, they're selling the rips. They're selling on the way down. They're selling and making us go down, waiting for a pullback and then selling again. And now we have, unfortunately, closed below our dashed line at $96,000 Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get real, in my opinion. 80K is in target. 80K is in play. $80,000 Bitcoin is in play. Now, we talked about this last week where we had Marathon sell some of their Bitcoin. I don't think I have the article up, or maybe this was, no, that was the one they actually bought $46 million on the crash in October. And I want to look at that chart. I always like bringing up this CoinGlass table because it pretty much gives us a nice kind of spatial understanding of where we are in month to month with Bitcoin, so you guys can understand. And you know, I sound like a dead horse, but I got to be that dead horse. We've only had 3 other times where there's been a red October. I don't count 2014. It was a totally different market then. Okay, I was in the space then, totally different structure. Only thing I can compare it to is the last one, which was in 2018, where we had a negative 3.8% negative return in October, and you see what followed. A negative 36% for November. Okay. Is one time or 2 times enough? No, it's not. But I'm just showing you what potentially can happen here. Shout out to everybody that's in the building here. We got House of Trades in the building. He's money printing with Bloodalytics. Jalal DeFi is in the house. Sleek On Chain is in the building. And we got Alex0 in the house. Alex G, she's in the building. Henderson, Big Joe. Shout out to Big Joe. What's going on, bro? Crypto Hustler in the house. We got some people in the building today. We're going to have a good time today. Yes, indeed. We're going to have a great time today. Let me see if I can actually pop that up so you can see who's in the building really quickly before we get started. Look at all those people in the house. Oh, well, it's actually not showing me everyone now since I did the pop out, but you get the picture. So back to this situation, though. You know, October was a red month this year, guys, and we're not looking good for November. I don't think it's going to be a good end of the year for Bitcoin. There was another chart I showed where it showed the actual yearly returns. CoinGlass doesn't have it here. These are quarterly, but there was another site that I showed yearly returns. And that was a shocking stat that I pulled out of that as well. I don't have that pulled up, but basically the yearly returns is that I think there was maybe only one or two other times where we had a negative return in the year, and we're close to doing that again. So there's something going on. There's something going on here, guys. I'm not trying to be a fear monger or anything like that. I'm just telling you, have some dry powder ready for a lower Bitcoin price, especially when you have players like Strategy, also known as MicroStrategy. They changed their name to Strategy. They're going to be a problem. It's all Gucci on the way up. They bought 40% of the float last year in 2024. MicroStrategy bought 40% of the float of Bitcoin. That's huge. So with that being said, if we continue to head lower, I think you're going to be forced to MicroStrategy is going to be forced to sell some of their Bitcoin. They're going to have to do it. And it's not on a margin call. It has nothing to do with that. It's more some of the more detailed, intricate financial reasons as to why you would buy Strategy in the first place, which is because of their NAV. You had a +2 NAV, +3 premium on buying MicroStrategy stock versus buying Bitcoin. Well, guess what? That premium has closed. And so now it is no longer advantageous for you to hold MicroStrategy. You might as well hold Bitcoin. So as that price of Bitcoin heads lower, we get lower and lower. Guess what? It's going to be harder and harder for MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor to raise capital to buy more Bitcoin. They don't make any money. We know that. So this is where we are with things. And I just want to give you a kind of macro analysis as to what may be some headwinds for Bitcoin if we start getting into the 80K range, 60. It's going to be a cascading effect where you have a MicroStrategy have to sell. And then guess what? All the other treasury Bitcoin companies are going to get spooked. And they're going to sell, and it's going to cause a feedback loop that's going to get it's going to get bloody in the streets. Okay? But it won't be bloody for you if you have dry powder. It won't be bloody for you if you got dry powder. That's the main thing you got to get set up, guys. You just got to get those dry powder piles up and going. So November not looking good, down 12% at this point. And I think we have more blood in the streets for this month. Going into December, definitely not getting back to all-time highs, in my opinion. And we needed to get back to all-time highs to, I think, get remotely close to the lowest positive month in Bitcoin's history. I'm going to say that again. We need to get back to all-time highs to get close to the lowest positive month yearly return, I should say, in Bitcoin's history. And I don't think we're going to do that. So we might print a negative return for the year, which will be eyebrow raising for sure. Without further ado, though, I'm gonna stop chopping my gums, and I'm gonna let a technical analysis trader professional come in and give us his take on what's going on. Let's bring to the table, to the desk, to the scene, my guy from the north, my Canuck from the north, Alex0 Crypto, baby.
What's going on, man? How you doing,
What's
man?
up,
This
man?
has been so long. It's way too
Yes,
long. Way overdue.
way
man.
too long. Way
Way
too long. Way too long.
Yeah, man.
So you've moved, right? You've moved somewhere.
I'm hiding with my polar bears in the mountains now. I'm out west. Yeah. we got new igloo, man. New igloo up here in Canada.
Okay, yeah, all right. So you liking the new scenery?
I mean, you were my southern neighbor, right? I mean, I was in Toronto, so I mean,
four
Toronto
hours away.
Toronto
I should have came.
Did you hear the statistic? Toronto more dangerous than Detroit lately.
Nah, that ain't. No, I gotta bring out the.
I thought you were street smart, bro.
No, I gotta bring out. I thought you were street smart, Alex. Oh, come on now. Come on now. A country that isn't supposed to have guns is more dangerous than Detroit.
It's the catch and release programs, man. It's they don't put people in jail here, man. It's crazy. The police chief, okay, listen to this. The police chief suggested, because there's so many break-in entries and car robberies, to leave your car keys at the front door. Quoted. You can find it.
Okay, just leave
so
your keys. We're going California on them now. Okay, round of applause. We're going California on them. You know that's what they say in Cali, right? They say leave your windows down because they do these. They call them bips. They go on bips, and they bip cars, and so they go. They use a spark plug, right? And they hit it against the window, shatter it, take everything out of it. So they tell people in California, leave your windows down, don't leave any belongings, so they can see there's nothing to take. This is what we got.
Same thing, man. Yeah, same thing. That's what the world's coming to, man. It's wild.
Jeez Louise. All right, so we've got Alex0 here, guys, to help us navigate these bloody streets today or this week. Give us your take on things, man. Like, what is your assessment of the markets? I know you're a day-to-day trader, but I do want to zoom out first and get your assessment from a kind of bird's eye view on the crypto markets and where do you think things are going?
No, absolutely. I think that's where we always should start, right, with top down and taking a look at everything and where we're at. Like, really, like, it's funny. You just showed us like a correction of 36% in November. That would bring us right back to like 70,000, 69,000.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Right back to those highs, that big volume node down there. So that's pretty funny. That would be pretty wild.
That's interesting.
Looking at this though, like for me right now, like, I mean, I'm long-term bullish, obviously, but for me, it's like we'd have to lose this low. And then it's the big concern right now is this is on the monthly, but like, how do we behave if we zoom out here? How do we behave if we come back up in here? If we come back up in here and we get, I mean, we're going to take this thing down to Goblin Town, right? Like if we dead cat bounce in here, right? So I think the hopium's there. I think a lot of fundamentals still line up, right? Like I'm still holding my Bitcoin. I did sell, like I laddered out 40% up at the highs with receipts on some of my hodl stuff. So, I mean, and I've been dollar cost averaging on the way down with some certain things, but like you said, man, like I'm 80% Bitcoin from the bear market and I'm mostly cash, right? So I think if you can have that dry powder ready, like, I mean, this is one thing that I always give you credit to is because when I joined, and like you said, I've only been trading for 3 years, right? And for me, coming in here and understanding that this is crypto, everybody's saying buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And for me, understanding to listen to you, Tom Crown, OGs in the space, they say be 80% Bitcoin. Don't listen to these guys telling you that this is going to $2,000. Don't listen to this is going to there, right? Because anybody who bought the dip in here, they're absolutely ruined. Unless they buy Bitcoin and it's a 5-year hold. 5 years?
Correct.
Cool. So I think for me in the macro, like, me, I'm intraday trader. So for me with the macro, my job is to protect people as best as possible and pass on that word that I learned from you guys. Because for me, I bought Bitcoin here and I'm chilling. Right, 80% Bitcoin, and I'm chilling.
Yeah,
right? So,
well, you're better than me because I sold at 78K. I sold at 78K. I got about 75%
We started
out.
ripping here, SFP.
Yeah, we ripped. We went to 126. But guess what? We're coming right back down. This is what I mean. You got to be patient in the markets, guys. Got to be patient. You 9 times out of 10, you never miss. Let's say you think you missed the opportunity. 9 times out of 10, you don't. The market is going to come back to those areas.
After you got cash out, a lot of people are sad right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? They're broke, right? Retail's broke. We know that, right? Like just the way the market's going, even with these stimmy checks. What are you going to do with 2K? You know what I mean? So
no,
you can't buy 20 pizzas with 2K nowadays. You know, it's crazy.
Damn, exactly. It's the inflation is crazy, and 2K is only going to make the inflation worse.
Yeah,
you know, you're adding more money into the market. It just is. You would think these people had better sense than I do, but they don't. So yeah, man, I'm waiting for sub 70, 70K, 75K to start dipping in. And I think a scenario where people may not be looking at 2-3 steps down. And I want to get your opinion on this. Again, I know we're going to get into the trades from an intraday perspective, but I want to get your perspective on MicroStrategy. So in markets, you have a thing where, like, if the market knows one player is gobbling up a lot of a certain asset, what the market tends to do is try to wash that person out and make room for a broader distribution of Bitcoin accumulation.
Makes sense.
I'm thinking that MicroStrategy is going to get washed out in some form or fashion. Maybe not their whole holdings, but they're going to have to make a liquidity event. Meaning sell some Bitcoin, and that I think that's going to open the floodgates for people out there watching to buy some Bitcoin at a very cheap or more affordable or more equitable price. So, what is your take on MicroStrategy? Like, and are they an hanging issue in the markets to you or no?
No, absolutely. It's I think it's been everybody's very aware that you get into MicroStrategy bear market, you're cool, right? Because you get a maximum NAV premium, right? You're buying MicroStrategy for leveraged Bitcoin safely, right? And the thing as well is, let's face it, in the bear market, there's no ETF, right? So people will be buying up that hard. You don't think they're selling on the way up, all the way up here. So those OG holders have sold because they've made 30x their money. It's probably one of the best trades in the last 5 years to buy MicroStrategy in the bear market. However, those guys are gone, man. They've taken profits, right? So if we understand that, now these people who are chasing that 30x, oh, look at this, like 2x Bitcoin NAV premium, and they're chasing that, but they're buying at the tops here, they're coming for you, right? Like it's been made aware. And it's also like, he just announced, actually, literally on X, like he's been buying this whole week, right? He just announced he's been buying this whole week. And it's like,
and it didn't help.
Why don't you put out the signal again for them to come hunt you? Because eventually people aren't going to buy your stuff. And if people aren't buying your stuff and you don't have a profitable business and no NAV premium, ain't nobody going to touch your stuff, and they're coming for you.
They're going to come for you.
Yeah. Exactly. So for me, from that perspective, like, great trade in bear market. Now it's risky. Like, if we go to Goblin Town and it's in Goblin Town and they survive, maybe a good trade, but not until we know, right? Not until
Speaking of the big guys selling, we in July, Galaxy Digital announced that it executed a sale of 80,000 Bitcoin worth around 90 billion on behalf of a Satoshi era investor. So there you have it. Like, the bigger players are starting to cash a little bit out. And so since July, we've gone up. So that's probably, that's been pretty much washed out, I believe. But, these are the types of things that you're starting to get more and more signals from the bigger players selling taking a little bit of profit on their older holdings, and at some point they're going to have to do it. I mean, you could be a hodler forever, but then you should have never just bought. Like, it's no point in holding something forever if you're not going to
pay yourself.
If you're not going to pay yourself and realize the gains, you could have saved yourself the stress and the headache and just not bought it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
In my opinion.
I think
Institutional
that's true
flows
too.
into Bitcoin. Go ahead.
I think that's true too. Like there's a definite like a change of hands, right? Like so we've come up so high.
Yeah.
Like if you're holding, and you've been around forever, like if you're holding 10,000 Bitcoin and now institutions are coming in, and that's not why you bought it for initially, because you want sovereignty, you want self-sovereignty, you want to be, and everybody's switching over, you're going to take some life chips first and foremost. Second of all, it's not following the principles of why you invested in it in the first place. So why would you even want to be part of it? You're going to take your cash and put it into something else, right? Or right, take your life chips and sail off into the sunset. Yeah,
for sure. Or buy a Lambo like our boy Lifer just did. I gotta stay low key, man, for various reasons. I can't put nothing online, man. I gotta stay low key for various reasons.
I can't,
if you know if you can read between the lines. But
comments on that, man. I digress.
Institutional flow. I want to just highlight this. Institutional flows into Bitcoin are thinning. Big funds and ETFs aren't adding as much, which removes a key support under the price. On-chain and derivatives data show sellers dominating, more outflows, more put option activity. Kind of to your point about the bigger ETFs and stuff, they're slowing up a little bit as well. So we don't have as much support under the market, and we don't have strategy there to sell more debt, or not sell more debt, sell more of their shares to buy more Bitcoin. Lower we go first. Then you're gonna get the buying opportunity of your life, I think, for the last time, in my opinion. How low do you think we're gonna go with Bitcoin?
So right now we're actually in a pretty key area. It depends on really the behavior, like I was talking about before. But if we look at it here, and we look at the chart on what I'm looking at, like obviously our floor is clearly on previous highs. Like that's the floor, and there's massive support here. So like I don't think we get the 70% correction if we were going Goblin Town bear market, right? That 70% correction brings us all the way down into the 30s to 40s, which I don't think we're going to. I think this would be our last stand if we do come down aggressively.
Where's that, 64?
Yeah, so 69 all the way down to 60, 62, right around there.
Okay, that sounds about right.
But currently, right now, I'm looking to see if we can hold here, right? I'm looking to see, like, because we should not. I shouldn't say we should, because that's just assumptive. But we're coming into a golden pocket here, order block here, big volume level in here as well. So this is kind of a very make or break spot. We lose this very clearly. If we lose 92, like I would like to see a wick down here coming in here, because every single one of these lows on the way down have not been a low like this. They have not been a low like this. They have not been a low like this, the carry trade, right? So we know you've been around. We know what it looks like when they're satisfied with the amount of pain they've caused, right? We know what these look like, and then they send price down. They don't let anybody get long. No leverage is able to get in here. It's quick. It's normally at 3 a.m. in the morning during Asia, and it's gone. And then maybe they consolidate, right? Yeah, Sunday, and then they don't give you that opportunity. We have not seen that yet. So I'm like, we wait, right? So right now we're in an area of, yes, we have volume support here. Since Trump got into we've round tripped, right? We've totally round tripped, right? And I was a buyer down here, but this was a different kind of trend. Right now, there's been no real kind of oomph since we had the big liquidation event. We can all see that there, right? Since that, we've tricked everybody here, and then boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's been down only. And the thing we talk about a lot with trading, and I'm sure you're well aware of this, is like understanding the narrative, right? Everybody's euphoric up here. Everybody wants it to push, right? Oh, we're going to 140. Oh, the Fibonacci extension level says 130 to 150, right? Oh, I'm buying more here. Oh, I'm buying the dip, right? And yeah, it makes sense. If you look here, everybody's pulling, your basic fib extension level here, and you're saying we have to come to 130 to 140, and then we're looking to move to 145, and some people are guessing 200, and that's great and stuff. But if everybody's looking there, we got to look somewhere else, right? And I've learned that a lot of the time when I'm checking myself day trading, I'm like, how do I feel? I'm like, oh, this looks like it's bullish. And I'm like, okay, so I should be looking for a short, right? That's just, you gotta have that kind of like contrarian. If 90% of the people are going this way, you gotta go the opposite.
Gotta go the
because that's how you make money.
Yeah, it's a zero-sum game, right? So
yeah,
absolutely. Exactly. On at least on a shorter time scale. So what give us this audience here over at, we're streaming on MGBX right now, ladies and gents. So again, go follow them, MGBX_global. I want to know if you can give us some, because a lot of these people watching right now are traders, active traders. Right. So can you give them maybe a couple of your strategies or not secrets, but kind of something for them to take home from this stream, so they can say, okay, maybe I can implement this into my strategy. That would be great, man. We would love to hear what Alex0 has to say.
Yeah, so for me, I'm an intraday scalper. So I'm working on the 3-minute, 12-minute, and 24-minute, building confluence throughout the day. For me, it's understanding a whole bunch of things, but the key to everything when you're trading for me is that price action and volume. So price action and volume, which is the market, is going to make up market structure. This is what I always talk. Your market structure is always going to hunt liquidity. So if you can understand this, which I highly suggest you do, is go into like a 1-minute chart and just watch the candles, watch structure, learn when you get a break of structure, learn where the liquidity is, learn where you're looking to go. And by identifying these things, you can implement that into any trading strategy. You can add Bloodalytics, you can add any of that to add confluence to your trading. But the more that you add noise to your chart, the worse you're going to get analysis paralysis. You're going to end up being in here looking, oh, we're at the Bollinger Band, fib line, VWAP, crossover, yellow brick road, and you're going to end up, you're going to right?
Put the block to a street sweat, bro.
Down the rabbit hole, right? And people will sell you that dream, right? Your job as a trader.
It looks good. Hey, Alex, it looks good for streaming. Right, I have to admit, right? It's great for streaming. Right? Like you got people, you're just doing all that. You look like the pro of the pros. You're just like, we're gonna do this.
That guy doing math, right? Right? And you don't want to be that guy, man. Like, I'm a carpenter by trade, turned day trader full time, right? And like, you don't got to be genius. What you need to understand is a couple of basic things with trading. So market structure, volume, like where are we looking to go, right? So obviously we're hunting the liquidity down here, but there's liquidity above us, right? We are continuously breaking down. So this is going to create liquidity above the highs, right? So you're looking to take these things, but naturally what is the key in every trading strategy is trend, right? So if you can identify trend, you can be an absolute moron and still make money. And I explain it like this, like you can literally, if we're in an uptrend, you can literally buy the top and still make money. If you get long in here and you buy the top and your stop loss invalidations below this low, you can still make money on this trend because you have your invalidation, you're risking your 1%, right? And you can take this on the way up, right? So trend is always going to be important, and identifying trend on time frames is critical, right? Another thing that would have saved you guys for trading, and I've had one of the best couple of trading months in my life, is identifying narrative, right? So what's the narrative? Everybody's bullish. We had the big Binance liquidation level, right? So where are we? We break down. Everybody's like, okay, high or low, we're going to go to the moon here, right? I see you got that moon Tradealytics thing, man. That's sick, man. I love the moon cycles, man. That thing's fire, man. We look at that in my community too. That's so cool. But it's like, okay, things changed here, right? Things changed here. Like we had 3 drives, retest, breakdown, and everybody got liquidated. What happens when they get liquidated is what kind of whale wants to participate in this kind of market that does this to them, right? No whales come and trade with you guys. So what's happened is they've been able to take control of the market. And you can see that in all the price action within the last 3 weeks. It's round trip central. We got Bart Simpsons everywhere, guys. It's just like up, down, up, down, up, down, right? And I'm sure you're like thanking God that you're on vacation for this, because it's been like a liquidation event the whole time. Mm-hmm. So participating safely, and if you're able to adjust to that dump, and when it happened, you're able to flip your narrative and able to adjust to that and flip short here, right? And if you're able to flip short and understand that, is that once we have this kind of manipulation hopium up here, Once we broke back into here, you're short for the rest of life until you get proven structure all the way down. So working your way down in that and being able to take advantage of that price action. Now with strategy wise, intraday, I think the best tool ever for me is VWAP. Okay, so volume weighted average price. It's just a regular average price that resets. You can't change it, right? So it's always going to be there. Some basic skills and basic tools that we use in my community with it is if you're below the VWAP, you're only looking for shorts. If you're above the VWAP, you're only looking for longs. You can implement that day one. Okay. Another thing that you can do is look for slaps. So an aggressive move into VWAP and a failure through suggests a short. Okay. You can see we're below. We come up, we slap it, we reject down from it. Okay, so it's a very good intraday trading tool. And I use standard deviations. This is a free indicator, VWAP standard deviation bands. You can screenshot that and add it. It's on TradingView. And anytime you get away from it, so you have these standard deviations at the lower. So it acts similar to a Bollinger Band. And then VWAP will act as a magnet. So if you get away, you return to it. You get away, you return to it. You tap it, you push away from it, you can look to return to it. And you can see how we came all the way back down to that. So that's another strategy that I use throughout the day for intraday trading. And then it's adding a couple of levels of confluence. So whether it's a fair value gap, a order block, an oscillator, you can use an oscillator. But at the end of the day, it's understanding structure, sentiment, where the liquidity is, right? Like this morning, we clearly came down. Everybody's super bearish. We break structure here. We retest back into here. We go up to the VWAP. Okay. 3 drives, bearish divergence. We lose structure here. Okay. We're looking for shorts back down, right? So understanding market structure and liquidity is going to be key. When you move up too aggressively, you typically come back and retest it. Okay. You want to see strength in the move and consistent, right? Because the markets are always balanced, as you know, right? So if they leave a spot like this, you can see, look how fast they moved up here. If they leave that here, they're going to come back for it, right? And you can assume that, and you can use market structure to assume that you're going to come back in there and you can take trades into there. But at the end of the day, the key to trading, in my opinion, and what's made me profitable over time is waiting for your setup, man. Like people think trading is an active sport, man. It's not.
It's one of the only skills you need to be reactive in.
Yeah.
Everything else in life you should probably be proactive with. Trading, be a reactive individual. Be lazy and wait and just That's how you win. Ironically enough, that's so true, man. That's so true. Yeah, that's so true. So listen, guys, go. You got to go follow Alex0. He has a Discord. Tell us about your Discord as well. But go follow Alex0 on X right now, ladies and gents.
Yeah, so
tell us about your
the community,
Discord,
the otters,
community, and all of that.
We wild, man. We a wild bunch. We go live every morning, New York.
Gang.
Yeah, gang. Let's go. So we go live every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and trade New York Open. You can come and hang out there. I'm not going to show my Discord too much. We have 8 amazing traders where there's setup signals, all that kind of stuff. It's your typical Discord, but it's the best Discord in crypto, like everyone says. But
yeah, you're right.
You know, right. And honestly, I think I do believe in my Discord and the quality that's there. But come and watch me trade, and I'll show you what a real trader does every single day and prepares for the market and takes actual trades live. Our motto is making crypto honest again, bro. Like that's it. We're making everybody's a Fugazi, Lambo wheeling.
I like that.
Chilling mofo, not showing their trades, not taking the trades.
Yeah, you gotta trade. Like shout out to House of Trades. Right? He knows, man. We trade every day. We make money on live. You know, it's no Fugazi. Yeah. So that again, guys, when I met Alex0, it was on Around the Blockchain, I believe. He had been watching me before that, but when I saw him and I was just listening to him and seeing his trades, I'm like, this guy. I may have been one of the first ones to point it out publicly too, man. I'm like, nah, this guy is the real deal. You didn't have that many trade followers or anything like that. I'm like, nah.
I was empty then.
Yeah,
I mean, you and Face put me on, and then it slowly grew from there. And I feel blessed. Like I'm blessed, but I don't need your trading exchange money. I don't need, you know what I mean? I'm a trade, right? So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like I'm happy for people to come and hang out. Trading can be lonely. That's why I come on and talk a lot of smack, and then try to enjoy life too at the same time. Family man, God man, you know, all that good
so
stuff.
follow him. Go watch his New York Opens. I got a trade at that time. I'm trying to get my setups and everything, but I trade at 11. So go watch Alex0 at the Open.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to give away my signals. I'm sorry, because my signals trade at 9:30, 9 o'clock myself on the Scalpalytics Pro. That's when I hit it, and I'll be done for the rest of the day. Really, if you get it
That's
right,
the best, man.
in the morning. Yeah. So definitely go follow him. Check out his live trades, guys, and then come over to Crypto Blood at 11 o'clock. And then we have let me back up. I gotta give a shout out to the Army gang, Army Piper.
Yeah, because I send my stream there, and then they send them to you guys.
Yep. Go watch Alex0 in the morning, 9 o'clock. Piper. Well, you stream for 2 hours, don't you?
Yeah, I do 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. Go watch Army Piper at 10 a.m. Come watch Blood at 11, baby. We got it on live.
Lineup, yeah.
Live trades, baby. Live trades. Well, we greatly appreciate you, Alex0, for stopping by.
Absolutely,
and dropping those gems, dropping that alpha, man.
I always say, like,
anything you want to leave him
I was saying, yeah, absolutely. I was saying to my community today that I was coming on your show, and it's just a sense of gratitude, man. People like you have paved the road for me to have a platform to stream about and talk shit and take trades, and you know, I'm just grateful for you, and thank you for doing what you've done for so long, and I appreciate that, bro. So thank you.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Got to come up there and visit you up in the mountains. I'm gonna have to bring my 10mm gun with me, my bear hunting gun with me.
Watch out for that bullet.
All right, guys. Again, Alex0, go follow him. Otter Gang. Put it up on the screen one more time for you. Let's see, we got it right here. Alex0, is that with a
0
at the end? So Alex0 Crypto 0 on the crypto.
Someone robbed my name.
Go follow him. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm late to the party.
Of course. That's all good, man. It's all good. Again, Alex0, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you for dropping that alpha.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, bro.
All right. You too, bro. Thank you. All right, ladies and gents, that's, man, amazing alpha drop there for you to add to your trading strategy over on MGBX. Simple. Keep it simple, stupid, man. Kiss it. You got to kiss it like a chef's kiss. Got to keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. MGBX.com. Go check those guys out. All right, so I'm going to drop a link for you guys, a special link for you to go and sign up with MGBX. Because if you do that, we got a couple gifts, a couple exclusives for you. All right, firstly, if you go sign up and you send me an email after you sign up, you got to have a TradingView account too as well, though. So if you have a TradingView account and you sign up with MGBX, send me your UID number and your TradingView number. I will send you a 5-day free trial of Scalpalytics Pro. Okay, the Bitcoin, Ethereum one. Again, I tell everyone who signs up, trade the U.S. time. Like Alex0, he trades the open, 9 o'clock, 9:30. That's when the market's actually open at 9:30, but you can get your setups going. Do that. Come trade the Scalpalytics Pro at the open, and you will be highly satisfied. Chris is showing the thumbs up to that. Yeah, man. Chris is the House of Trades. He's a Bloodalytics member. He knows about the money printing game. He knows about it. All right. And a few things I want to just make an announcement on regarding MGBX. So they got a cool thing going on in November 30th. I wish I can get over there to join them. This is pretty cool. Let me pull it up really quickly. They got a meetup in Nigeria. So November 30th, 9 a.m. GMT +1 at the Jazz Hotel. It's going to be cool. So I do have some more info on that. Let me see if I can pull that up. So here we go. And I'll actually drop this in the chat room too. Okay, Nigeria meetup info. So I'm dropping this in the room now. Check that out. I just put it on the screen as well for the details, but this is going to be cool. MGBX is coming to shake things up. They're bringing Genesis and a movement to empower the next digital era through innovation, learning, and connection to the Federal University of Technology. So this is going to be cool. They're getting in the actual weeds, man, hitting the streets, educating people. And an educated trader is a successful trader. So definitely, if you're in Nigeria, go check them out. They'll be there. They got some giveaways and stuff as well. So that's it, man. This has been a hell of a week. I was out of town, wasn't available, just chilling, but I'm back. I'll be streaming next week, all week, Monday through Friday, and we'll have another special guest next Friday. Hit the thumbs up. Let me know if you want to have Alex0 back on in the future. He's dropping gems for sure, and definitely go follow him. I'm going to pull it up one more time for you. Go follow Alex0 on X, and you can pretty much get all his other information from there. I zoomed in so you can see Alex0 Crypto with a 0. There's his YouTube and Discord right there. Good guy. So that's it for today, ladies and gents. Again, thanks for tuning in. And always share and like this stream. MGBX Global. We out of here, people.